Suds and Buds, Season 3, Episode 4, Deschutes Iversion Ipa with special guest Lex Bratcher. And we're going to try Deschutes. Has a sweet little picture of a pyramid and a guy climbing it, so...
Got some random ass art.
Yeah, and a guy biking it and a V of geese flying on it as well.
Here, you want that?
Yeah, actually.
I almost took a drink without you, dude.
Very on cash money of you.
Wow, I'll never say that again. Like,
ooh.
you ain't gonna like this one. I like it. It's a little bitter, but...
A little? Whoa.
That's probably a 6 for me.
It's like a 2. It's like drinking a straight grapefruit, dude.
Oh, I knew you weren't gonna like it.
Oh, maybe it's like better on the second try.
Better on the second try? I doubt. Nope.
No, it's still bitter.
This one's from Oregon, right?
Yeah, it's out of Oregon. And it's probably because it's also like 6.3% alcohol.
Right.
So.
It's meant to get you fucked up.
But, yeah, definitely I would give it a low rating, but I'm not into the bitter IPA stuff. I like the fruitier ones. So.
He's a fruity guy. Oh shit, we got Lexi Bratcher here. Or Lex now, right? It used to be Lexi.
What's going on? What's going on?
Whoa.
So what have you been up to? What do you got going on right now for music coming out?
Man, so much. I got some projects that I'm working on. I feel like for me, I don't really have a direction with anything right now because I'm just kind of in my own head and like in my own creativity. So I'm like, oh, I could do, like I have 6 or 7 different EPs that I want to drop. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, because like I just have no sense of direction with it. So I just have a whole bunch of music that I want to share but don't know how to.
Yeah, it's...
So how'd you get started doing music, or have you always done it since you were a kid? Or?
I've done it since I was a kid. I actually have my earliest time I went to the studio, I was 9.
Damn.
I was 9 years old in 3rd grade, and actually, what was it? My stepfather at the time, he had a friend who had a studio, and he was like, come on, like, I'm going to get you in there, because I was writing and he heard me. So, like, one of my earliest songs is actually on YouTube. You can look it up. It's crazy.
So what's the craziest feature person that you've been with, worked with the song on, for you?
I mean, so... Ooh, that's a great question. I mean, I could definitely say Crypt, because that one was the most, we literally thought of the whole thing, the whole plan, in a week. Like, we had always said we were going to do a track together for a few months, but literally that week, I sent him a track. He said, bet, let's do it. I went to where he is located. I'm not going to give out his information, which is 10 hours from where I'm at.
Oh.
I'll just say that. And we recorded the video, like, all in, like, a week.
Damn.
So that was probably one of the coolest experiences I had. Definitely.
Driving back and forth every day, or did you just stay up there for the week?
I stayed up. It was, like, I recorded the song in my house, and then I didn't, literally the next week, I went over to his house, stayed there for just a day. It was just a night, and then I had family up in that area as well, so I hung out with them too. So
Oh, 2 birds, 1 stone kind
cool.
of deal.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So you gotta meet, were you on the track, Chase was on your track too, with that one you did with Crypt, right?
Chase was a cameo. He was in the video.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
cool.
he was actually staying with Crypt for a little while they were doing their own stuff. They had some stuff I think they were also kind of working out themselves, and so he was there when I was there, and we all just kind of bonded, and we were like, bro, you have to be in the video too. Like, it's only right. So we got him in there. And it was cool.
Yeah. So who would you say your idols are? Like, who you look up to musically?
musically, you know, I go back and forth with a lot of different things. So, you know, for the people who know me through Crypt or through like Tech Nine, they obviously I can say Tech Nine is one of my tops, Eminem is one of my tops. You know, the lyrical Hobson is one of my tops. But I have kind of evolved my music, and so I can also definitely say like Cole, J. Cole, Dreamville, that whole roster I really love right now. JID is probably one of my biggest inspirations as of right now. And then some people in my area who you guys might not know, his name is Goldlink. Yeah, super popular in the DMV area, but
send us a link.
Not a lot of people know. Yeah. And then you have, you know, people like Kendrick and, you know, on the woman's side, I can definitely say Dee Trinata, who I actually got a chance to do a song with, as well as Lady Leisure, who's out in the UK, and Rico. Oh,
sure.
As far as music, right now.
That's pretty sweet. So have you just been always doing rap, or do you look into maybe just doing some slower songs or like R&B or anything like that, or you just like spitting bars?
Yeah. So I want to be an eclectic artist. So like I do have some R&B stuff kind of on my SoundCloud. I need to get better at putting my stuff on Spotify and Apple Music because a lot of people don't know to go to SoundCloud or don't even really have it. I've been using SoundCloud since I was like 14, so it's been like 7 years, and so I have a fan base on SoundCloud that I don't ever want to like lose because they kind of help me grow, and to the point where I just kind of said forget it. But I do have a lot of R&B stuff on my SoundCloud already, but I would love to continue to grow that. I actually have a EDM drum and bass song coming out with another artist. I would like to branch into a little bit of that metal rap, hardcore, rock rap type of thing.
So
I want to branch into different, a plethora of areas, and not to the point where it's like I just want to dabble. It's just because I truly appreciate the art of each genre, and I feel like I could add to each genre.
Yeah.
You know,
I love
my
music.
writing.
Yeah.
Seems kind of like a trend with everyone we've had on. Actually, it's like definitely they gotta have more than one genre nowadays. That's just the way it is, you know.
Absolutely.
You don't want to be stuck with the same sound. You fall
No,
off.
definitely. Definitely can. Gotta be able to move around for sure.
All Metallica status. Every song kind of sounds the same. Can't do that anymore.
Yeah, no.
So what would you say your favorite track that you've done so far is?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Pick just one, baby.
My favorite track that I have recorded and put out is a song that I did actually when I was a senior in high school, so it was about 3 years ago. The song is called Silence, and it's a song that I did with somebody who was super important to me at that time. And just, I think that was one of the first songs where I like poured my heart into something, and it sounded good. And I was like, whoa, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I think that's why it's one of my favorites, because it was a song to me that made me realize that music was my path. And so, yeah, it's called Silence. You guys should definitely look it up.
Yeah, I'll have to check that one out for sure.
You should, for sure.
I was saying, then you have a few videos out for sure. I think we have the clip for the one, is it Get Some Help, or is that what it's called?
Yeah, Get Some Help.
Yeah, Get Some Help. Mm-hmm.
I keep wanting to say Get Yourself Some Help, but I'm like, I know it's not, that's not the name.
We could actually check that out right now.
That stupid asshole. Why you worry about my health? Why my name be in your mouth, wondering if I'm doing well? I can see the hostility when you looking at my wealth. Hey, you must be your illness, man. You should go and get some help. Stupid asshole. Why you worry about my health? Why my name be in your mouth, wondering if I'm doing well? I can see the hostility when you looking at my wealth. Hey, it must be your illness, man. You should go and get some help.
Stop it. Get some help.
Niggas wanna talk on the T about me and the feelings that they felt. You got a chip on the shoulder, so we talk about me like it's really intel. Writing my pages, but you can't spell. You around my waist, you ain't my belt. I just pulled up in the corner in the foreign, that ain't even mine. Cause all of my friends and my homies make their own shit, man, they all on their grind. While you sit around and be pouting, asking God when you gon' shine. Mad at me cause it's really my time. Mad at these lyrics and mad at these rhymes. Look, what you drive? You ain't even pump your gas. You worrying about me and if I'ma leave you in the past. So you sit and talk shit about me and let your whole life pass. You more focused on my shit, you forgot to wipe your own ass. The tears piping today. What happened? I'm glad you asked. I'm living life on a beach in Bali and having a blast. Paddock all on my wrist, my arm feels like it's in the cast. Ramadan in the whips cause of how I be going fast. Stupid asshole, why you worry about my health? Why my name be in your mouth wondering if I'm doing well?
Man, that was awesome. So much fire on that one, man.
Yeah, say, who does your video for that one with all the cuts? And all that?
Yeah, so the guy who did my video, his name is on Instagram.
Hold on, yeah, you'll have to say. Oh, sorry. It sounded like you cut out for a minute, but maybe it was just on our end.
Oh, no, you good?
Yeah, we're good. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. No, his name is Wave. So WAAV. I definitely have to plug him, but his links. If you watch my video, the links are in it, and he also plugs himself too. Fantastic editing. Super duper. Like I love videographers who they can kind of see your vision, but also they put time and effort into your videos. I went through so many videographers where like I literally had paid for 2 videos that I never posted because they didn't care about editing. There was always some type of issue with it, and they didn't care for it because it didn't matter to them as much. But now finding somebody where it's like it actually matters to him, it's great. So I definitely will be working with him more.
Has pride in their work.
Yes, right. Yeah.
It's also nice to have someone that's into your music too. That's actually, like you said, into
sure.
it.
Help you progress it too.
100%.
So do you have any upcoming videos?
So right now I don't necessarily have any upcoming videos that I'm like saving. I have a plethora of ideas for videos, but you know, I'm not quite at that point where I can kind of give up my job and just work on my music full time. So I'm working, you know, I work full time, and then on top of that, I do gotta pay for other stuff. So I can't like throw between the two. So I do try to, if I do like videos, like I'll edit them myself, or I do like my free verses where I just kind of, you know, put my lyrics down, put my iMovie, do it on iMovie or whatever. And so for right now, I don't necessarily have any videos ready to come out, but they will be once I go to LA in October.
Didn't you win like a rap competition or something like that? Is that what it was?
No, not that I haven't won any rap competitions. I mean, I've won like second place on like Ali. Like I don't know if you guys know Ali Dominique.
No.
He's an artist out in Arizona. He's got a little bit of a following, but I definitely have won second place on his little ciphers, but I never won any like contests.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
No, it was I think she did the free verse one. That's what he's talking about, is where you did the contest entry or whatever. I think you were like still.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was
okay,
sick.
maybe I thought you just won because he showed me it and I was like, oh, she won. Like I don't know, for some reason I connected it with just you won. So,
oh yeah.
You won in my book though.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Do you enter into those often, like the rap contests or anything like that?
I used to when I was trying to kind of gain a little bit of a following, because where I started at, you know, December 1st, 2017 with like 1,000 followers. And I was like, I just need to find a way to get my followers up. I know how to rap. Let me enter these contests, get my name out there. So then I did Ali Dominique, I gained like a good 500. So at that time I was entering contests in order to get my name out there. I never really cared to win, because that's, to me, like, you have people who win contests and then you never hear from them again. Like, and then you have people who don't win contests artists who don't even get looked at, but they use that platform that they got from the contest or from whatever, and they continue to build and grow, and that's just kind of what I was trying to do.
Oh yeah.
That was always the plan.
I really like that new ISIS one you put out too. The ISIS remix.
Thank you.
That was dope. Like,
I got a lot of people who hit me up saying that's their favorite. I was like, man, the ISIS one was cool, but my favorite free verse of mine is the Homicide.
Yeah.
It's my Homicide.
Is that the one where you're in the like standing in the hotel on the balcony there? That one was.
No, that was a contest. Yeah.
That was that was one.
Yeah, that was actually my house.
Yeah, that's what I was
Really?
talking about.
Yeah, that one's dope.
Oh, dude, nice.
Yeah.
That shit looked
Yeah.
fancy as fuck.
It looked like you were like in a island city or something.
Yes. I just seen a
Yeah.
balcony and I was all, that's somewhere fancy. Used to these
Yeah.
one-story house. That's crazy. So,
Yeah.
Also, congrats on that cipher you did too, because that blew the fuck up.
Oh, we Crypt, yeah, the YouTube cipher. Yeah, that was awesome. That was we actually had planned to do the cipher before me and Crypt actually did our song. So like, somebody literally DM'd me and was like, "Yo, Crypt is looking for a female rapper," and I had known who Crypt was, but I didn't follow him on Instagram, so I didn't see that he was looking. And then I went and saw his Instagram story, and I immediately responded and was like, "Yo, I really want to be in the cipher. Here's a video of mine. I just did it. Boom, sent it to him." He was like, "Oh shit, yeah, you're good."
Yeah.
And I like you, and so, instantly we started talking. He was like, "I'm working on the beat and all that kind of stuff." This was back in early April. It was right after my very first show of 2019. And he was like, "Yeah, let's do the cipher." And I was thinking, okay, bet. We're going to do the cipher. I'm going to get out there, and then me and Crypt are going to do our song. But it just so happened that he unfortunately had to keep pushing the cipher back due to his own reasons. And I was like, I don't want to wait. I just want to make music with you. So I hit him up. We did a track, and then afterwards, literally not even a month later, he was like, "Hey, by the way, do the cipher." So they sent me the beat for the cipher. The beat was about 1:50. And knowing me, if you send me a beat, I'm gonna rap on the whole thing. So I wrote 48 bars to that beat. And then
awesome.
Sent it to him, did the video and everything, and boom. And then he was like, "Hey, Lex, so each person only gets 30 seconds." And I was like, "No."
Here, you want me to edit myself?
Yeah, I had to cut off half the cipher, and I was like, man. So people were commenting and nobody has said anything about it, but I just feel like the cipher was very choppy for me because I had certain bars I needed to add into it, and but it didn't flow the way I wanted it to. A lot of times I try to transition better, but I'm getting some positive feedback from it, so that's always nice.
Are you thinking about maybe doing the whole one that you did, maybe putting it out yourself, just as a...
I thought about that too. I wanted to get Crypt's blessing though before I just put out my own, but I hadn't really thought about it. I think I am actually going to do that though, maybe this week. So
Yeah.
So
the pieces come together, you get a little bit of closure on it.
Exactly, right. Exactly.
Not know what could have been.
Yeah, that,
Right.
that lineup on that cipher was crazy though. Quedeca and fucking Devon Terrell, dude, that's crazy. That was crazy to me.
Absolutely, yeah. They all definitely killed it. It was crazy to just be on a cipher with such creative and such talented and skilled people too.
Right.
That's cool. You guys
I
have
feel
all
like that speaks a
collabed,
lot for myself, and not even in a cocky way. I just feel like, for someone who I don't have a lot of followers. When I first hit up Crypt, I had maybe 2,000 followers.
Yeah.
And I'm growing to around 8,000 now, but it was like you don't have to have a lot of followers to be talented. Yeah. And I feel like we're starting to bring that back. That idea that talent itself is the main factor, and the fame and the people who will support you will come after, rather than people who support you, and then all of a sudden you want to become an artist, and you're not that good, but people will support you anyways because they've always supported you. So
Right, you
yeah.
got those like the yes men in the corner.
Right, exactly.
Oh, you're so good, even though it's
Yeah,
kind
won't
of
break it to you, honestly.
Right.
Hey, that was a little cheesy. No.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but no, it blew my mind that you were on that cipher. Like, damn, she's gonna get big
Sorry.
quick.
Yeah, I say.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good to fucking, because I've been following you since about 1,000 subscribers. It's been like a year and a
Yeah.
half, so yeah.
That's awesome, man. Thank
And
you.
seeing you grow is crazy. You've grown a lot.
This guy's.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
all I do is research music, so it's pretty
Oh,
much
that's so
fun.
cool. I see you got the Biggie shirt on, so.
Baby,
He
Very
gets
cool.
like blocked on Facebook because he like likes too much stuff. They
Oh my
take
God.
away his like button and won't let him like stuff for like weeks at a time. He goes to Facebook jail.
Gotta put in the work though.
Wakes up to like 300
Hey,
notifications
listen,
a day.
Right. Right. You gotta do that research. Got to.
Oh yeah. So when you moved out to, cause you're in Maryland now, right? Or something.
So I'm technically I'm in Virginia right now,
Okay.
Northern Virginia. Like I'm right across the Great Bridge from Southeast DC.
Okay, so you're like right in the Alexandria area, kind of.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I was
Around the area,
down.
Arlington.
I was actually down there a couple years ago.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Me and my
Okay.
girls and my old lady ex
Yes.
went down there.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy down there, dude. To see that, like, there's the culture difference is crazy from where I'm at.
Where you at now?
We're on the West Coast. We're like
Washington
inland,
State.
actually.
Yeah, Washington State, right on the border with
You're in
Idaho.
Washington.
Yeah,
Oh,
Eastern
I
Washington.
didn't know that because I knew that. I didn't know that. Yeah, I've been to Seattle a few times actually.
Nice.
I got my stepfather is from there, so we go there occasionally.
Nice.
Go to Pike Place Market, you know.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Good
those
stuff
tourist
there.
parts.
Yeah.
Seattle's
Go
good.
see
Yeah.
this.
Oh, I love it over there though.
Yeah.
Every single time I've gone to Seattle, I've said, man, why don't I live here?
Oh yeah.
So, yeah,
Make the
really
move.
good.
It's worth it. Probably get hella shows
Yeah,
out here.
right.
Mall.
I'm about
And
to
you
be
can-
over on the West Coast. Look, I'm moving to LA in October, so that's
Oh
gonna be
shit,
fun.
weed's
yeah.
legal there too. So. No, I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
right.
Hey, it's legal in DC though now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Right. Oh shit, I did not know that. Well,
Yeah.
shit. Well, don't make the move just for that then.
Hey.
Hey, it's that music. That's why she's making the move.
Yeah, I'll say that'd be crazy to move to LA. That'd be fun.
Hey, yeah. Well, it was great interview with you, and it was awesome having you on.
Yeah, I'll
And
say
talk
thanks for
to
coming
me.
on for sure.
Of course, man.
So where's all your music at? Let us everyone know one more time.
Yeah, so I mean, I really plug my Instagram, so at Lex Bratcher. That's where you can get all my free verses. But then also my SoundCloud. You can look me up, Lex Bratcher, as well as all streaming services, so SoundCloud or Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Deezer, Tidal, the
Jeez.
whole nine.
You're all, you find it, I'll be on there.
There you go. Exactly.
Hey, yeah,
Thank
no.
you guys for having me. It was awesome.
Yeah, dude.
This is my first interview, by the way, just so you guys
Oh,
know.
yeah.
You guys are
We got
good,
the first
Well,
one.
remember us when you blow up. No. Give us a shout out, just our name. You don't even have to say it.
Absolutely. I had to come back on here in like a few years
Ah, yeah, that'd be sweet.
when you guys are big too, and then we all share
Right.
the wealth.
We'll clink, clink, and
Exactly,
have ourselves a fucking
exactly.
grand old time.
Maybe at that time I'll actually like beer.
Wow, we'll get some fruity stuff.
I was gonna say
No.
we'd get a bottle out here if we need it.
Whatever you can do. All right, but yeah, guess we'll wrap it up. You guys know where to catch Suds and Buds: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and if you want to help us out, our Patreon, all Suds and Buds. And big thanks to Lex for coming on, and just told you where you can check her out. And thanks for everyone who tuned in. We'll see you guys next Tuesday with another guest.